All right. What do we got here? Good morning, Hedon. We got a 25-month resub to start the day. Welcome back. Appreciate it. What do I want to be doing here? This Magda? This could be a... Yeah, this pack is all over the place. I like not committing to a color on our first pick, obviously. Magda's a solid ramp card. It could arguably be Professional Facebreaker, too. This is a similar-ish effect. Although a little bit slower. Getting to 4 ahead of curve is pretty good. I'd take the Magda. In a really messed up world, the Facebreaker will wheel, but I assume that one's not making it back around to us. Huh. It's another treasure maker, and this is technically mono red, red, black, green, red. Cut to Ribbons is a pretty good Magic the Gathering card. Just like kill a thing and then drain people out. There's also a Renin 7 here, which is a pretty just decent card as well. Feels like Cut to Ribbons or Renin 7. I think I'm leaning Cut. Removal is pretty good. We're always green. We could be green still. We'll see. Man, this pack is really bad, huh? I guess we maybe okay, are we not drafting green? It's gonna be our first not 3-0 because we're not drafting green. I think it's Gearhulk, right? Force not green go through. Well, we are playing best of one, so. Okay. Yeah. And that's an Emistrum Predator. I don't think we're gonna wheel this. It's pick 4. As much as I would like a Roiling Eruption, Predator sounds really great. That's a red-black duel technically, right? I think that's better than Null Priest. I like prioritizing dual lands. Relic could be fine. This helps enable a splash, especially if we get like a good blue card down the line. None of the rest of the cards in here are particularly exciting for us. Speaking of, yeah, that's fine, right? None of the rest of the cards in here are very good. Okay, and then we'll just go ahead and draft the Sheltered Thicket here. This card's not bad. It's a pretty solid Bomb Diggity, but I kind of want the fixing. I don't know that I want to commit to another green card without fixing, but it's also a pretty good card. I don't know that we're going to have a shortage of bombs. I'm definitely playing the Sheltered Thicket if I draft it. What's going on, Windowhead? Thank you for the 27 months. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Shredder is fine. Intervention could also be fine. We'll take the curve filler here over the clunky removal spell. This technically helps enable a splash as well. Yeah, Strider works with Corvold, also is a good shout out. I guess this technically works with it too, but 4 mana is kind of clunky. I'm gonna take the Seize the Spoils, the smooths our draws a little bit too. Oh, Black Channel Land is lovely. Look at our mana base shaping up. Because we already theoretically have 8 playable spells out of this pack, right? So like we're ahead of the curve. We need like 22 playable spells. Give or take. Sometimes 23 if 23 if we think. If we have a lot of like 3-mana accelerants, playing 17 lands is fine. So you have a theme or just good stuff. They call it the chromatic cube. It's a lot of multicolored stuff. A lot of 2 and 3 color cards. Actually, yeah, let's take Squirrel. Maybe lean into the sacrifice theme more. I have a few sacrifice things at this point. Diregraphed Rebirth might actually be worth the splash. We have Corvold and Gearhulk. Okay. We could wheel this Massacre Worm, right? If I want to take this land. It could also be right to just take the Sorin. I feel like the worm wheels, right? No, I don't think we can justify a pack one pick one on a triple black card. Well, so Sorin's +1 is actually pretty mediocre, right? I think I want the land. I'm gonna be pretty happy regardless of what comes back around. I'm gonna take the extra green duel. Like I said, we have a ton of spells already. We, like, theoretically got 10 spells out of that first pack. I'm like 1000% playing the Woodland Cemetery. So we're gonna be good and draft that. We'll get another playable spell out of that pack on pick 9. Almost assuredly. Vivian's just a good card. I don't think I really need a 3. This is another good 5 to ramp into off of these effects. Blood Mage is 2 bodies for sacrificing stuff, but like, she's just like a constant flow of bodies, right?
I'm bold as a brushwag.
I guess she's double green, but I've also drafted a couple of dual lands at this point. I already have a Gearhulk, so I don't think we're playing Wellspring. Shatterskull smashing. Sign me up. I was about to say that pack's really bad, but Shatterskull plays for sure. All right, nothing super exciting in here. Definitely a dual land, especially with the double green Vivian. We are in for more dual lands. Siege Gang? Siege Gang. It's another decent card to Diregraph Rebirth. It works with our sacrifice things. And then I've got enough 5s at this point that prioritizing 3-mana acceleration seems good. When I have one of these in most games, I think. And Cadillac's probably better than Nightmare Shepherd, right? We have a number of tokens. This only makes one token because it's the alchemy version, but that's fine. It's good with Magda. It's good with Vivian. I think we're green enough to explore. I've got 3 green duels. I'm gonna try and play double green card. We wield the Massacre Worm. Perfect. At least being deep into black is open, but Blood Mage and Massacre Worm both coming around feels real good for us. Nothing useful here. Nothing useful again. Damn, Vitality could realistically be a card we play. Decent removal. Hey, Elwins, thank you for the 52 months. Welcome back. I appreciate it. Is it Eldest Reborn? I guess it could be a Hornet Queen, but 7 mana is just so much. Eldest Reborn's fine, right? We've got some bombs that can bring back. Man, this pack is good. I think it's gotta be Fable, right? This card's just like cracked in every format. Just does so much. Hopefully we wheel the Rootbound or the Lolth here for pick 10. But yeah, Fable's another card that ramps us into the 5s. Yeah, speaking of ramp, that's a Tibalt. I think I want a dual land more than a Lotus Cobra. Again, we just like have a ton of playable spells at this point. You're 21 playable spells already, so we get one more maybe, but we're gonna prioritize. Jundul's pretty hard now. Yeah, I want good mana. I want to cast all of our spells. And there's one thing you take away from watching me cube draft, chat. Make it be the aggressive rate at which I pick fixing for the colors I'm in. Yeah. Eldest it takes cards out of their graveyard too, which is great. It's typically a 3-for-1. Hey, look, a tri-land. Pretty sure that's better than Chainer, right? Yeah, it's gotta be that. Chainer, I mean, if Chainer, like, goes really deep, maybe we'll play it, but... Definitely playing Fable Passage. Yeah, especially in this cube, you'll find bombs. Format is like nothing but. It's a Primal Might. That's probably fine. I actually don't have a ton of removal. But okay creature count. Lady. My lady. I forget what we said we were hoping to wheel out of this one. Oh, maybe it was the second pack we were hoping to wheel out of. I don't think any of these are very good. We'll definitely, I guess we're playing best of one. This Rex Sage would be really good in best of three. Hey, look, the Rootbound Crag came back, chat. Love it. How is this card still in this booster pack, chat? I forget what crazy spell we took over Forsaken Crossroads, but the fact that I'm getting a pick 11 Forsaken Crossroads is fucking criminal. That is absolutely criminal, chat. Draft more lands, for the love of God. That should not have been in that booster pack. That is completely... I'm pretty sure we took a good spell over Crossroads. Like... absolute insanity. Alright, so we need at least one of each basic because, we have Fabled Passage. 17 lands. Let's do a count here. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 black. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 green. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 red. Wow, our mana is just so good. You want to cut a 5-drop? Really? I might just cut this Ravenous Squirrel and just like lean into the greed. I think I'm into that. Because we've got what? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of ramp. I think we can play 6 5-drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can play 6 5-drops with 6 pieces of ramp. I like it. There was some doubt in my mind, chat, so we're gonna jun them out. By the way, chat, we've got that gold ticker in the corner. Stream this week is sponsored by Kingdom Maker. If you're someone hanging out wishing you could chat in the sub-only chat, it's a possibility for you to get a free sub to the channel this week. Check out Kingdom Maker on Android or iOS using my link there. Install it on the App Store or Google Play. Get your keep to level 2 to add 1 to the ticker, and you get a free sub gift by doing that. For people who are already subs, you can bank that sub for when your current sub expires. As an extra incentive, if we clear that 110 goal by the end of day tomorrow, I'm going to fire up the stream this weekend and do a few hours of Magic and a few hours of Snap, like we've been doing every day during the week. So if you want to help me out, spend about 10 minutes of your time checking out Kingdom Maker. Yeah, this looks fine, right? For our opponents, like, playing an aggro deck, we probably die, but... like, Relic into 5-drop, sign me up. That's what our deck's looking to do. Alright, there aren't that many aggro decks in this cube, famous last words. Honestly, even if they are aggressive, Volky's a great pickup. We just play it as a 2-1 on 2. If they play a 2-drop, I probably just play Volky to match. Honestly, I might just play Volky anyways. Like, we already have a lot of top end here. We got mono whited the other day. Felt a little bit scary. Alright, we'll take their Facebreaker. They'll be able to rip this apart, but if they do that, then they're not ripping apart my Skyclave Relic, he says, before remembering it's indestructible. I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of best of 3 games where if your opponent's playing aggro, you just die as well. The difference being you get post-board games to try and make it up in the other formats. We do get to make Vivian tokens with Vigilance, which will be nice into Emperor here.
The Arcbow some excitement.
Although I guess they
Call, and
technically
Coria
get to
answers.
rip apart my token and then Emperor kill Viv this turn if they want. They were actually a bit behind here. Let's see if that's the line they want to go for. I assume it is. Nope. Deal.
Not be
We take
cruel.
those. They have 7 mana total, so they could have cleared this and then used the Emperor to give this +1. Well, I believe we have died.
I'd like you to meet my friend.
Oh yeah, they could have used Rip Apart on Vivian directly too. Yeah, definitely strange sequence from our opponent. Their Divine Visitation is cracked, so it probably doesn't matter, but... We have to kill Riz? Do we? I don't know. I don't think it really matters what we do. I think we're probably dead regardless, but... Makes 3 angels. Not currently, right? They need to draw a land, and then it makes 2 angels? Alright, so we'll go ahead and attack with these. And then... I was expecting them to make an angel there. I was expecting them to make an angel and block and then Shatter Skull clean them both up, but... It's a real shame this is best of 1, because we didn't have, gonna have Rex Sage. Maybe tomorrow we'll sit in the best of 3 queue and wait for it to fire.
Don't worry. I hold grudges.
Thanks for killing my Vivian so I can bring her back.
If you don't respect nature, we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, unfortunately this is tap. Can we bring back Bulky as Tibalt? You cannot. Yeah, if this was untapped, Vivian would let this get core vault. It should be reasonable, but I think we're done, fam. Bomb enchantment too good. I mean, if our opponent had played better, we'd have been dead long before that turn. Their sequencing was super medium at several points. They could have killed my Vivian in 3 different ways. Could Rex Sage be main deckable in this Q4? I mean, sure. Like, it's just like any other format of Magic, right? Do you want to gamble that you have a 2-1 for 3 in your deck? And that it could actually be useful? So, like, yeah, sure. You could main deck it. There will be games where it's good, like that one, and there will be other games where it's just like a 2-1 for 3 mana. That's on me. I shouldn't have been impatient. I should have just played best of 3. That's fine, right? What's going on, Nevermall? Solid advice. Appreciate the 8 months. It's probably better to get going first here. Get that going, making some tokens. I could also Primal Might this Risen Reap off the board, just in case they have another Elemental, right? I guess probably the line. That's fine. We have Sap Vitality to get it back. The deck list should be available via the overlay, right, chat? Oh, I don't do a lot of limited, but I'm pretty sure the overlay works for it. So not only is this a 6/3 because of Sap Vitality, but we get to use the Chariot to diddle it to crank it to a 7/4 this turn, which is great. It's kind of scary. I guess we're just hoping this kills them in a few turns, so. Okay. So, Toxrill means that all my things are dying, which means that I don't have a way to protect this predator, and we're dead to a removal spell. Ugh, and they get to draw a bunch of removal spells. We're about to scrub our cube draft chip. Wow, you hit it in an hour, Beetle? That's awful. Yeah, I feel like they're gonna have to either remove the cap or increase it at a minimum. It's way too low. It's like half of what it probably should be. I think we have any haste cards in our deck, right? Probably just on here. We have crewed the chariot and attack to make a 2/2. Oh, that's a good line. Oh, cut to ribbons is a lethal spell. Although I also guess if there was a cut to ribbons on top of my deck, they would play it. Well, the making a 2/2 wouldn't have mattered, right? The 2/2. Oh, the siege gang is lethal. Exciting. Sometimes lucky, chat. Sometimes lucky. Is there a chance they're camping during the beta to gather more free-to-play progression? Nah, they have plenty of people free-to-play, Duck. The number of people who are max spending is much, much lower than the number of people that free-to-play any games. That's just like basic freemium economics. Nice. That's perfect. It's Fable on 3, potentially Vital Force on 4. Yeah, our mana base is beautiful. It's like almost all dual lands. It's beautiful. Do do do. Do 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 do. Is this greedy? Is it just the right amount of greedy or too much, chat?
I protect that which cannot protect itself.
Oh my gosh, you can't submit 0 with this? That's kind of awful. I'd be really tilted if they kill my land next turn. That's super old templating. Hey, I don't know if that would be punished, right? Like, it's just like, it's not like we're not plussing our Planeswalker. Wave goodbye to our goblin friends, chat. So, they'll obviously sack them in response to drain us, but let's get some off the board.
Out of my way. I have a way.
Oh!
You fight for me.
Oh, I get to... Sure. Sure do. This is only an attack for 14. This will kill your planeswalker.
That I will not abandon.
Alrighty then. This game was quite the massacre, chat. Look at all of our opponents' basic lands, chat. Have a little respect for yourself. Draft some dual lands. It's time for dual lands. Alright, now we're cooking with gas. Had a couple of struggles at the start. 2-1 now. 2-1. We got to Kiki Jiki, our massacre worm. What more could you want out of a Thursday morning? So he used to cheat a lot of worms into play on this stream. That's true. What's going on, Raider Monkey? Thanks for the 23 months. Nobody quits. They just take breaks. It's been a second since you've been around. We do more than just Magic these days. We play a lot of Marvel Snap on stream also, but do a few hours of Magic every day. We're Cuban, then we're going to do some Alchemy this morning. Found a sweet-looking combo deck that someone posted. Peekaboo here. Copying their Iska here is actually low-key kind of great, huh?
Dragons, leviathans, octopuses, serpents. Oh, I love them all.
I was kind of lamenting the fact that this hand didn't have a 3-mana ramp spell in it. Thankfully, the opponent had one we can borrow. I'm gonna just transform it now at sorcery speed, so that way they can save like a deal 2 or deal 3 removal spell they can't get us in response. More power, it is. It's a solid curve for them. It's greedy, but I'm in for greed. Nice. Did Callous Blood Mage make a 1/1? I recommend spending money on Marvel Snap. I recommend spending your for fun hobby money on things that spark joy. think if Marvel Snap sparks joy for you, it is a fine thing to throw some of your spending money at. Gosh, it's a shame we don't have one more land, huh? 2 mana Diagraph Rebirth would have been guess. Wow, they have 5 spells in hand. That's terrifying. The Season Pass and Snap is definitely the best starting value. Yeah, Magic Online is trash, Rider Monkey. If you haven't been keeping up with Arena, they added a format called Explorer, which is basically Pioneer Light. We're supposed to be getting more cards towards having it be more full Pioneer later this year. So, Explorer is actually the format we play the most of here on Arena. We're doing Alchemy today, but every other day. This week we've done Magic, we've done Explorer. Signor Chaz, thank you for the 31 months. Welcome back. And what I'm about to say is a big if. If Wizards of the Coast is smart, Explorer is going to be almost identical to Pioneer after the anthology this summer. Statements like Modern's really good right now are super subjective. If you enjoy Modern right now, more power to you, but I personally struggle to find joy in a format that's as expensive as Modern is, and also a rotating format like Standard. Modern kind of died for me personally when they turned it into a rotating format. Sunshine! Welcome back, appreciate it. Fizzy Dragon, generic message number 32. What were the 20 non-generic messages? Thanks for the 52 months. Howdy. Morning, Cedrus. We're gonna be doing Magic Arena till about noon or so, and then we're gonna swap over to doing a few hours of Marvel Snap this afternoon. The metrics for Snap first, Magic second earlier in the week weren't particularly great, so I flipped it back. Have I tried the new Unite characters? There aren't new Unite characters. There were 2 characters that were data mined to be coming at some point in the future, but they're not out yet. They won't be out for a little bit. I would like to Corvald and draw Cut to Ribbons. Never lucky. What are the data mine character? Something called Buzzswole, I think, and then Glaceon. We are getting closer to the 5 EV team. Oh, that's gonna add a ton of confusion. There's a test server that not everybody has access to, too. Okay, great. Oof. Is it common in other games that do test servers to allow people to stream and make content with the test server stuff? Is that the norm? I'm not familiar with other games that do pre-release servers like that. It is. Okay, strange. Okay, so we're Siege Gang commandering. And we're shocking this in. And I think we're just shipping with the squad here, right? Maybe I was supposed to shatter skull smashing rather than Siege Gang commandering. Okay, so we get to clean out everything except their core vault here. And they're taking 9 while I have Siege Gang in place. That seems great for us. Oh my gosh, and this is free now? Oh, that's sick. Copying the token that has vigilance doesn't do anything, chat. That's where these tokens came from, because it doesn't copy the vigilance counter. They don't have a sweeper here. They're super torched. Honestly, I wonder if it was wrong to rebirth. Maybe I'm just supposed to Siege Gang this turn. Just to, like, play around a sweeper being an option. Yeah, they actually just, like, played their whole deck and didn't win, huh? Potentially. They could sweep us, but they wouldn't be Genesising before they sweep, right? I guess they could have drawn a sweeper off the Genesis. What time do I think we're starting Alchemy? As soon as this cube's done. We're in game 4. So we have somewhere between 2 and 5 more games. It's best of 1. This has got to be lethal, right? Honest Red Aggro hasn't been playable in Magic in a long time. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna move this stupid roulette, so I'm tired of my camera autofocus. Nah, I keep forgetting to. I have flipped the side that the Rowlet is on. Maybe the camera will understand I'm up here now. Damn it, Rowlet, we've been over this. I love that they updated this to be the color. I expect Magic's gonna be the last pull 3 card I open, bro, because it's the card I want the most. What's going on, Iron Metal? Thanks for 21 months. Welcome back. Oh, man, that's awful for us. I mean, I don't really expect anything, John. Fool me once, shame on me. I'll just stick to phrasing it as Wizards would be incredibly stupid to not put 30 Pioneer cards in the Historic Anthology. So, could go either way.
We will adapt to any threat.
That's a Yarok. Are we getting a Historic Anthology? Yeah, next month, Woogie. It's been known that we're getting a historic anthology for a while now. They communicated that a while back.
I'd like you to meet my friend, Stompy.
We know, unfortunately, that there's not a land on top of our deck. Alright, super dead to Shieldred. On to the next one. Are we 3 and 2 now? Are we sure Field is in this cube? I've done 3 cube drafts down. I haven't seen the card. I haven't played against it. Field is in. Weird. It's so strange that I haven't seen it yet. Yorian! Did I accidentally leave? Did I queue up an Explorer while I wasn't looking, chat? So there's been some sort of mistake. Actually just full on 5 color, huh? Well... let's do this into Shatter Skull tapped. Then we potentially have Massacre Worm next turn. Yeah, that's true. It's probably hard to get a 60 card deck in, not 5 color. I think I want to throw away my Goblin to get the Worm into play here. I take this straight, I think. What's going on, Nukem? Thanks for sticking around for over an entire year. Welcome back. Happy Thursday. Here and see what's on top. Sap Vitality. Okay, with Sap Vitality on top,
This is my paradise.
we'll go ahead and just let this ride, even though they get to blink it. Them again. Primal Might away the Orion, and then Sap Vitality the Elite Guard Mage, and then gonna hit it next turn. It is a long effing time. What's going on, Tom? One of the OGs? Thank you for the 75 months. 6 and some change. It's been a while. Hope you're doing all right. That is almost an entire Declan. A little shy. Declan just turned 7. Ooh, piece of candy. Oh gosh, and I get to minus this and say Gear Hulk, trigger, go get another card? Noxious Gear Hulk, Corvald, go, 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 go. Got some bomb diggities, Chip. All right, well, at a minimum, we're going to finish with more wins than losses. We're now 4-2, so the worst we can do is 4-3. We're up to 3,000 gold. We got most of our entry fee back. We need one more win to get our entry fee back. I mean, we were set up to deal with their board regardless of if there was a Gear Hulk on top of our deck. Gear Hulk just happened to work out that way. This is certainly one of the better cubes Arena has had. Yeah, they've had some stinkers, but this is definitely not one of them. Should be a ladder format. Maybe. Maybe. Looking for lands and acceleration with this hand at the moment. We'll fetch a basic mountain with that, and then we can Fable on curve. I mean, I don't even know that that's true, Kyle. So it's really easy for people to be like, oh, Wizards doesn't do these things because they don't want to make money, but like, I promise you, Wizards wants all of your money. So like, if they're not doing something, it's because they thought about it and concluded that whatever you want them to do that they're not doing would make them more money. Alright, chat. Is this the beginning of the end? It feels like the beginning of the end. Yeah, certainly not milling them out. If they keep drawing lightning bolts, we're in a lot of trouble. And like, they've put 8 bolts in. The fact that they drew a bolt the turn after they attacked the first time is super unfortunate. They were only 1 in 10 to do that. I assume this is about to die to a burn spell. Hopefully it's burn and not pump. It's a pump spell. Rip. We're gonna Primal Might. Fight these. And then we could theoretically trade here, assuming they don't draw Bolt, but they're pretty likely to have Bolt. And then we get to go land Noxious Gear Hulk, but we're taking a good chunk of damage here, which means that there's a good chance to just get burned out from them drawing Bolts over the next few turns. The problem with your statement there, Kyle, they understand the value of older formats and nostalgia. It's just difficult to impossible to consistently monetize those formats. In fact, I would put forward the comment that the fact that they've effectively turned Modern into a rotating format through Horizons releases is them acknowledging the fact that they understand they need to monetize those older formats. Vanu, thank you for the tier 2. That's super generous in the 39 months. Welcome back. Why is Cube not always available? The same reason McDonald's doesn't always have the McRib for sale. Scarcity. Scarcity increases desire. They wouldn't be able to charge 4,000 gold for a Cube draft if Cube was always available. If the cube was always there, no one would pay for it. God, what a tilter. I should have played this on black. I don't know. I think it was correct to play on red at the time, but that's super frustrating. Sedge. Hey, chat, we didn't draft Ellis Storn and we didn't hit max wins. Big sad. Big sad. Our deck was a little middling. Best of 1 was a little middling too. I think if I'm gonna do Cube at the start of the stream, we're gonna hang out and wait for the best of 3. The best of 3 to fire. Getting high rolled and not being able to play meaningful sideboard cards like Reclamation Sage definitely felt super bad. So yeah. This cube is up until the 7th, whatever next Thursday is. Yeah, the 7th, a week from today. The Baldur's Gate Alchemy stuff releases on the 7th and the cube leaves then.